Hey everyone, welcome back to Mr. Han's Classroom. Today we're in lesson 6 of chapter 5. We're still talking about addition, and we know that adding means we're getting more. Okay, so today's lesson is a problem solving lesson where we're walking through writing a number sentence because it's really important. Number sentences are like regular sentences, they tell us a story, they just use numbers and symbols to do that. So let's take a look at what I'm talking about. How can I use objects to add? Let me show you. Okay, so it says draw more purple marbles in the bag to make 9. Okay, so what information do we have so far? Well, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 marbles in the bag, and they want us to add more marbles to make 9. Okay, so we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so how many did I have to add? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I drew 5 more purple marbles with the other 4 marbles so that it would equal 9 marbles. See? That tells 4 plus 5 equals 9. Those are the numbers and the symbols, but the story is there were 4 marbles and we added 5 more to make 9 total. Okay, let's try something else. So look at this. This is on page 357 in your books. What they're doing here is they have a story for us. Okay, so I have counters. If you don't have counters, you can use Cheerios or some other food, grapes maybe that you have. But they're trying to tell us a story. So I put the counters there because here's what the story says. It says there's one guard at the gate. And then another guard came and joined him at the gate. So did the one guard leave or did one more come? One more came. So 1 plus 1. Adding one more means that now there are how many at the gate? 1, 2. There are 2 guards at the gate. See, that's an interesting story. And we use the numbers to tell how many and how many more and how many we have now. Let's try it again. There were 2 astronauts on the moon. Okay, let me get my pencil out. So there's 2 astronauts on the moon. And one more showed up. You heard the key word, more. That means we're adding one more astronaut came to join. Hello, I'm from Russia. I came to see what you Americans are doing on the moon. Just kidding. Anyway, so if there were 2 astronauts and then one more astronaut showed up, how many astronauts are on the moon now? 1, 2, 3. I know it's easy, but you have to understand the process of how this works because we're going to get into subtraction in the next unit, in the next chapter, and we have to understand the difference of getting more and subtracting and getting less. So with adding and getting the plus sign means we're getting some more, and subtraction is some go away. So we have to make sure that we're using the right symbols and we're using the right numbers to tell the story. Because if we're getting more, then this number here should not be smaller than these numbers. So 3 is bigger than 2 and it's bigger than 1. So that makes sense. Now, if 2 plus 1 equals 1, that doesn't make any sense because we're getting more than those numbers. These 2 numbers go together to make a bigger number. Okay, let's try it with another one. Okay, this time they don't have the numbers on there. Haha. So, not really haha. You guys are smart enough to figure this out. But let's figure out how we can tell a story. We can tell it in a couple different ways. So the first way is I see snowboarders and I see skiers. I see people who are wearing blue jackets. I see people who are wearing orange vests. So we could tell the story however we want. We just need to make sure we're using the right number. So how many snowboarders are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the first number. Then how many skiers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. If you don't know what snowboarding or skiing is, you should definitely check it out because they're totally radical. But anyway, basically, this also is how many are wearing the blue coats? 5. How many are wearing the orange vests? 4. Okay. So we have 5 of the blue coats going down the mountain, and we have 4 skiers going down the mountain. So this isn't adding, right? We're getting more. There's more people on the mountain. Are there less people on the mountain? No, there's more. So 5 blue coats versus, or adding, or they're probably versing each other like, hey, snowboarding's cooler. No, skiing's cooler, blah, blah, blah. But 5 snowboarders plus 4 skiers is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the same as 9. Now, you could also start at 5. Like what I do to shortcut is I go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And instead of having to count from 1 to 9, I count from 5 on. Okay. Now, let's test this theory out. Because some of you might go, well, there's 5 snowboarders and then 4 of them fell. So there's only 1 left. Does this picture look like there's only 1 left? No. No. You can count them all together and see that there are 9. There's 5 over here and 4 over here, and altogether there's 9. The story helps us see this. So let's see what else we got. All right, so we have the this reminds me of a James Bond movie. But we have the scuba divers who are wearing the black jumpsuits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 wearing the black with purple flippers. And then we have 2 wearing purple with black flippers. So those are our 2 numbers. And they're kind of separated, as you can see. So if they all decided to scuba dive together, that means there's a bigger group now because there's more. 6, 7, 8. That is our number. 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. Equal to means the same as, so it's the same as 8. All right, this is your homework. You guys can do this, mostly because they already did this one for you because they have the numbers there already. This you can do. They have the group split. Hey, no, don't look at that. Anyway, yeah, don't look at that. Yeah, let's leave that. I want you to make sure that you get all this stuff done. And if it helps, use the Cheerios, use your fruit snacks, whatever it is that you have that you can count with. You can use those to show like them in groups and then putting them all in one group and counting them all. You can do it that way as well. Or you could just look at the pictures because the pictures have the stories there. So that's all for today. Keep up the good work, and Mr. Schroeder will see you for lesson 7. Bye, everybody.